You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show, a bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris on a Wednesday. Holy cow.
Not just any Wednesday, it's Wednesday before the 4th of July.
It is a special Wednesday. Yeah,
which would, of course, make this the 3rd, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
It would.
Yep, it would be.
Yep. Now, before we get any deeper, I just want to congratulate you guys. For those keeping score at home, if you aren't aware of it, John and Heidi, the Smalls,
yes,
are on a new health regimen.
Oh, yeah.
We are?
Doing fantastic. John, you've shed over 20 pounds in the past couple weeks.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm down 10.
And 10? More than that. You look amazing, may I say.
You can't even tell yet.
Huh? Borderline svelte, which has a V in it.
Looking good.
But it's the little things, and I don't think most people are even aware, just in their daily consumption, of what's really going on here. For instance, did you know? If you drink just a soda, a regular soda, a 12-ounce soda every day, and it's just one. Say it's a Coke, it's a whatever,
Sure.
you do the do, I don't care. Yeah. In the course of a month, you have managed to consume about 40 pounds of sugar.
Really?
Isn't that insane?
40 pounds, not 4, not 14, 40.
14 pounds, 40 pounds.
That is insane.
One soda a day over the course of a month. Wow. So a lot of times it is little things, and fitness does start in the kitchen, boys and girls.
Yeah, it does.
Listen to me like I know what I'm talking about. Because I actually do not. It is National Disobedience Day. This was made expressly for me and Heidi.
Yes. You guys got that down. When is Obedience Day? Is that tomorrow?
Disobedience Day, and it's essentially based on the fact that most humans, from the day they're born, are being told what to do by somebody else.
Especially me lately, it seems.
Yep, you. I mean, teachers and parents, and we have laws in this country, of course. It's a nation of laws.
Yeah.
And it's just data set aside. And at some point you go, you know what? No.
Today's not the day to behave.
Nope, not doing that today. No.
So is that why I guarantee you tonight, if you listen closely, you're going to hear fireworks going off and places are not supposed to be going off. Can they just say, hey, I'm just celebrating Disobedience Day?
And they'll get a $90 ticket. I think that's the going rate.
Is that what
I don't know what
Could
it
be wrong. It's $100, something like that. Yeah, they catch them. So, yeah, that happens. Happens every single year. We've got a great show coming up this morning for your bonus hour. I have no idea what it is. I'm just going to say it's going to be great. Cause
some fabulous radio programming happeing somewhere in this town.
It'll
Maybe
be,
even on this station.
If you do happen to switch back to us, I think you'll be pleased.
All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour on Sunny 93.3.
Do you have a credit card? Is it the very best credit card? Many people get their credit card as a response to an offer that was mailed to you. These are typically not the best cards. Check the fine print for the fees and interest. We have a website that compares many different cards being offered so you can find the one that's the best fit for you. If you'd like to find a better credit card, we'd love to help at bettercreditcards.net. There's no obligation. Just click and compare to see if we can get you a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
You got to say that deal or I can't start.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning,
Hi,
Ranger
Dan.
There you go. Good Lord.
Well, it wasn't a very enthusiastic trumpet call this morning, so I kind of thought
Sick-looking
maybe
tuba.
you weren't in the mood.
Ranger Dan was kind of up late last night. Up a little late.
You got to say that little thing or I'm not going to talk.
Ranger Dan has rules.
This is a nation of laws.
Without rules,
disobedience.
without rules, it's anarchy. It's chaos. Ranger Dan won't stand for it.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning. I want to compliment. I had my hat blocked. What do you think? Professionally blocked. I'd like to talk about, speaking of hats, it's just a good idea to wear a hat when you're outside. I don't care what kind of hat, but the sturdier the hat, the better. Woodpeckers are everywhere this time of year.
Maybe don't wear a knitted hat this time of year. I saw a dude walking the other day. It was 105 degrees out or whatever it was the other day. So hot that people were melting. And there was, not even kidding, a dude walking with a long sleeve black shirt and a stocking cap. Walking down I wanted to pull over and ask if he was okay, because I'm like, why would you do that? But it's like a style choice, apparently.
Seems to me, what you've described, would that fall under the category of a what's known as a hipster.
I believe that was a hipster.
I see.
Hiding his man bun.
Hipsters especially should wear hats with the woodpecker outbreak we have. Your average woodpecker, by the way, can peck 20 times per second.
No kidding.
Oh, that's impressive.
Second. You watch one of those little hammerheads on a tree, man. They're working it. They're working it hard.
I just watched Woody the Woodpecker, the movie, the other day.
You know what? I don't know that I've ever seen a woodpecker in person.
Seriously?
I don't think so.
Never met one? I've seen them before.
You're going to want to, you will find them all over the world.
Oh, really?
Except, and this is what's interesting, gather around, children.
Okay.
Ranger Dan going to lay some woodpecker knowledge on you. Except for Australia.
Really?
They don't go down under.
They do not go down under. They do not. And no one really knows why. Biggest woodpecker in the world, and Sioux Falls is lousy with them. The pileating woodpecker, they can get up to 187 pounds.
They cannot. 187 pounds.
Big
woodpecker.
They've been this time of year with the strange weather we've had with the 8 months of winter, and now, of course, we soared into heat indexes like 105 last week. They've killed like 13 people.
The woodpeckers have? I don't think.
Wow.
I don't think any of that's accurate.
Dangerous.
So yeah, that's it. Woodpeckers, man, they can really hammer. They're great for the environment. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful, and you won't find them in Australia. So if you go to Australia thinking,
I'm gonna go woodpecker watching.
You're gonna want your money back. Don't do it. I lived in a red cedar house in Rice Lake, Wisconsin years ago, and the woodpecker I'm talking about, the big one, the pileating woodpecker,
187-pound woodpecker,
drilled through the side of my house, literally drilled through and nested in the side of my house.
No kidding.
Well, I was renting it from a guy named Larry, and it was Wisconsin, so he's a Packers fan, so he had a huge alcohol problem. And kids, again, that's just standard issue in Wisconsin. And so I said, hey, Larry, there's a big hole in the house from a woodpecker. And like, you got to be kidding me. I said, well, I'm not. I went to brought it up, Larry. So this is a true story because Ranger Dan does not just make stuff up.
Right.
Because I'm a ranger. I was using metric weights.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Metric system, which is huge in Europe, I guess.
Places.
So here's Larry 2 weeks later on a ladder, putting duct tape over this hole.
Oh, that's going to work.
And I thought to myself, this woodpecker hammered through wood.
Cedar.
Yeah, I don't think duct tape is going to stop him.
And I didn't stop Larry because he'd brought extra beer, and what are you going to do? Wasn't my house.
Larry, there's a flaw in this plan, but we'll let you figure that out with time.
So there you go. Again, a big holiday
but
tomorrow.
In his thought process, it is a woodpecker, not a duct tape pecker. So maybe he wouldn't bother the duct tape.
That's true. I wasn't there much longer. Maybe that did work. I mean, who am I? I mean, I'm not a contractor. I'm a ranger.
Exactly. And that's why we have him right here. It's Ranger Dan's Critter Corner on Sunny 93.3.
The inventor of Rip It gloves has been a drywall guy for decades. He was trying to find gloves that worked for him and his crew, but nothing was quite right. So he went out and created some. Rip It gloves fit firm in your hand and protect your hands, but still allow you to use a touchscreen. Professional athletes love the extra grip Rip It gloves gives them. Painters, roofers, contractors, but also motorcycle and horseback riders. See why everyone loves Rip It gloves at ripitgloves.com. Use promo code radio to save 25%. That's RIPIT gloves.com, promo code radio.
Sunny 93.3, time now for water cooler talk with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing pretty well, pretty darn well. Thanks for having me. It's big anniversary.
It is.
Yeah, this is, I think, out of all the shows we've done together, which I think goes into the tens at this point. But I've only lost all my notes twice, and today's one of those great days. So.
Oh, hey!
Yay!
But this is a great story. Dateline Pier, South Dakota. Congratulations to Patty Nearison, everybody's new best friend.
Uh-huh.
Her dreams have come true. Through a jackpot win, Dakota Cash Lottery, $594,200.
Nice.
And 60 buckaroos.
That's pretty darn cool.
Good
Congratulations.
for her. That's amazing.
Way to go, Patty. Or can I call you
One clapping here.
baby? Claimed her prizes past Monday after purchasing her ticket at a Crossroads Stop and Rob in Rosholt.
Stop and Rob?
Convenience store.
Oh, that's not the name that you put that.
I'm from Minneapolis, John. We have different terms for stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I was like, that's a really bad idea to name your.
And it was Dakota. Dakota Cash, and again, Patty lives in. This is going to be interesting as far as tax goes and how this is going to break out exactly, because she's a resident of Sisseton, which you know and I know, we all know, is still under
French rule,
control by France,
sovereign nation.
And that kind of money, the way France is going, she can probably be like the king or something. By Francia terms, that's a lot of do-re-mi.
That is.
That's a lot of wine.
Almost $600,000.
Wine and cheese and
crazy.
And white flags. So congrats there. Remember, you can't win if you don't play. So congratulations to Patty.
Absolutely. It's a lot of dough. Thanks for listening to our water cooler talk right here on Sunny 93.3.
Join us for a fun week in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic for the 3rd annual 80s in the Sand. We've been there the last 2 years, in addition to making a bunch of awesome new friends. We had so much fun meeting 80s actors and musicians. 80s in the Sand takes over the entire resort, so you'll mingle with them at the pools and the restaurants too. We'd love to have you join us. See the amazing lineup featuring Sammy Hagar and many more at radiotravelgroup.com. Save $200 per person for first-time guests at radiotravelgroup.com.
Sunny 93.3, we've got John from Maverick Recruiting joining us on the phone right now. John, how are you, sir?
Good, John. How are you doing?
Very good. Now, before we get too far in the call here, I just want to remind folks, tomorrow is the 4th of July, and John is actually a military man. So, John, thank you for your service, and a big salute to you and all the people who served with you.
I appreciate it, John. And the 5th is even more special. I'm getting married.
It is. Congratulations to you. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time. I think you're going to be there.
We are going to be there. Absolutely. Now, there are some really good jobs available right now. So somebody listening that maybe is thinking, hey, it's time to do something a little different. You've got some really great opportunities, don't you?
I do. I'm real heavy in the equipment mechanic type roles right now. I have 4 needs, actually. One for heavy equipment and diesel trucks. That's the same company. And I have another company that's looking for somebody to work on cars and pickups, smaller engine, small diesels. And then 2 different aircraft companies locally. One needs a piston aircraft mechanic, and another one needs a jet engine mechanic. So if you have any type of background like that, call me at 360-6504.
We're going to throw that phone number on our Facebook page, too, to make it really easy. So if you don't catch the number when we're saying it, you can find it at facebook.com/sunnyradio. But there's a lot of great opportunities that you just talked about right there, John.
Yeah, and then I have some construction and manufacturing roles. I need an estimator for large commercial projects, a local company. They hired somebody from me here a couple months ago, and I talked to that gentleman, and he's like, this company made promises I really did not think they would keep, but they are keeping every one of them, getting him home every weekend. They fly out and pick him up and get him back to his family. Just unheard of for a construction project manager role. I need another one like that, another project manager and estimator.
It sounds like a great company to work for.
Yeah, and I need manufacturing production managers in Sioux Falls, titles like that. But then, John, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. It's really a no-brainer, no matter what industry you're in. I don't want to try to stuff you into these positions. If you're good at what you do and you need a pay raise, let me do the heavy lifting and find that next opportunity for you. Even if you need more flexibility or better benefit, it costs you nothing to work with me. That's the amazing thing of the recruiting industry.
And the nice thing is, this isn't just for people who don't have a job right now. John is there for people even who do have a job, because you can help them upgrade and find a better job. And the nice thing is, they don't have to take it if it's not exactly what they're looking for. They could keep doing what they're doing.
For sure. Companies are paying me to find excellent workers, a variety of skill sets. So feel free to call me about your industry at 605-360-6504.
Again, John with Maverick Recruiting. His website is maverickrecruiting.com. We're also going to throw his phone number on our Facebook page. John, thank you so much, sir, and I'll see you on Friday.
All right. thanks, John. Have a happy 4th. too.
You do the same. Again, John, and he is with Maverick Recruiting and their website, maverickrecruiting.com. You can also call 605-360-6504. Credit cards, they can be trouble. About 12 years ago, we did a debt snowball program and got rid of our credit cards. We were debt-free except for our house. It was awesome. But over the course of the next decade, our credit score went down. That sounds weird, but they need open accounts to give you a score. Our lower score made our insurance rates go up. We decided to get a credit card to help with that. We just pay it off every month. If you want a better credit card, check out bettercreditcards.net. They'll help you compare all the different cards to get the best one for you. That's bettercreditcards.net. Sunny 93.3, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. It's time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities are fabulous. They have several children with several partners, but it's okay because they all have separate nannies. Their pets have nannies. Their nannies have nannies. Nobody even knows anybody's last name, but it seems to work nicely.
You okay?
I'm fine.
He couldn't think of the next line.
Taylor Swift is just honked. She's just jacked. She's angry.
What's going on?
She's just angry.
Honked? I've never heard honked.
It's all honked off. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so Taylor Swift, who really reached national spotlight like 15 years old.
Yeah, she's still a very young lady.
She's totally adorbs,
Yeah.
and she was
Totes adorbs.
totes adorbs.
Come on, guys. Get
She
a picture here.
she wasn't the huge, and see, she was with Big Machine Records for a number of years. That's where she had her cut her teeth on her big country albums, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, Swift, who is now 29 years old, she just left about a year ago from Universal Music Group. That was Big Machine label group's marquee name. Well, and they just signed with another record label. Here's the deal. Some guy named Scooter Braun, he's a grown man, calls himself Scooter. Well, right there, there's going to be trouble. Scooter Braun, who owns Ithaca Holdings, just bought the whole shebang, Big Machine Music, that label, for $300 million.
Holy cow.
Well, no one would care because, Taylor isn't with that particular label anymore. But that essentially gives Scooter ownership of all of Swift's master recordings.
Oh.
Including her debut album from 2017's Reputation.
Oh, okay.
So now Taylor is screaming foul, but
Well, hey.
he bought him.
Right, he bought him.
And whether she gets a piece of that action or not, moving forward, she would not, because he owns the masters. It was just like, you remember years ago, somehow Michael Jackson glommed onto the rights to Beatles stuff.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're seeing Beatles tunes in commercials and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think Paul McCartney ended up buying that whole shoot and match back. But you own the stuff, you own the stuff.
Right.
You're free and clear to do whatever you want. So apparently there's going to be a big ongoing court battle, and Taylor's not happy. And all I can say is, hey, Tay, you seen this coming, right? Oh, maybe you don't. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off.
Is that one of her songs, maybe?
Some say I can't dance, but I say I don't know the words, but shake it off. Shake it off.
Is that a Taylor Swift song or
It
something?
is a Taylor Swift
How
song.
much funnier would it be if that was a Shakira song?
That would make zero sense.
Oh, man.
So there you go. Because celebrities, man, even when they're fighting, they're still absolutely fabulous.
Thank you for singing for us. That's always a highlight of my morning when we
Do
get
what I can. Well, hey, I knew you trouble when you walked in.
This has been Entertainment News of the Day on Sunny 93.3.